up everyone? I am very excited to have Ross for this YouTube video because I have roped him into doing a couples Q&A. I asked on my Instagram for you guys to ask us any questions, and I'm actually surprised at how many of you had some questions for us. So we're just going to flick through a few, and I hope that you enjoy this video. And as always, if you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe,
and smile.
First question. How excited are you for the wedding, and how are you guys budgeting for it? You're good with money. It's nice of you guys to notice that I'm good with money. We are super excited for the wedding. How are we budgeting for it? Well,
We're having a pretty budget wedding anyway and keeping it really small, so
we're not very extravagant. We're
No.
not planning on having a massive wedding with like 100, 200 people. Just our priorities aren't really focused on that. We just want our closest friends and our family there. So it's very easy to budget for a wedding that's not going to be massive. Did you guys discuss marriage before the proposal at all? How did you know he's the one? Cute. I think people don't even really know. Not everyone knows how he got engaged or anything. So we got engaged last year in May in Hawaii. Ross surprised me. Yeah, you completely surprised me with it. Did we discuss it before?
not really, no.
No, we'd never really talked about it at all. So it was pretty, I was honestly shocked. I could not believe it. He completely surprised me. The best kind of surprise. And yeah, we didn't discuss it at all, and I guess we've been together for coming up to 6 years in July. And so his birthday was our second date, so coming up July will be 6 years, and I guess we just are so similar. I guess we just, yeah, we've been together for a long time now, and so the proposal would have been at about us being together for 5 years. So yeah, I just know. How do you go through tough times and handle negative emotions like insecurity and conflict? By the way, guys, we've not pre-read any of these questions. I'm just working through the list. So reading that question, I'm like, oh, that's a deep question. Tough times. We've been fortunate. I would say we haven't really had any crazy tough times.
No, not at all. Not together. I mean, obviously, like, tough times to go through.
Family-wise.
Yeah, like
personal.
Sometimes you know, like losses in family. Obviously, that's really tough times, but we haven't really gone through anything but tough relationship-wise. Like it's
relationship-wise, we are really solid. But when it comes to obviously tough times, with other areas of life, we just always, I guess, we just have to talk about it, and we just make sure that each other knows that we're there to support the other person through that tough time.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, otherwise, no crazy tough times between us. Scarlett, how did Ross's fitness journey start?
I grew up playing sports, so very fortunate to have two parents who are really active and into sports. So I grew up playing pretty much everything: rugby, basketball, water polo, cricket, triathlons. I guess, yeah, like pretty much every sport under the sun my parents encouraged me to have a go at. So I guess that's how I got started into fitness afterwards, was just carrying on with that passion for sports. Completely
different to me, and that my whole background was music, and my parents are not sporty at all. How do you know that you like someone more than a friend? I don't know.
You want to do more than just hang out with them?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really go through like a friend zone thing. I guess like we started off talking in the gym, and then it's not like we're friends for ages or anything like that. We pretty much just knew we liked each other and went straight into dating, which is good. How'd you meet? Oh, this follows on from that. So we met in the gym. Oh, classic. We're the best relationships I've formed. So I was going to the gym. I was in university. I think I was 20 at the time. And I just saw Ross. He was good looking. Plucked up the courage to say hello. A few days after I saw him for the first time in the gym, I walked up to him and I just talked to him. And then, yeah, the rest is history from there. He asked me out for dinner, and we went out for a date. And after that first date, I was like, oh, I really like this guy. And then I had to go traveling. I went to a fitness expo and stuff in Australia, came back, and we went out for our second date on his birthday. So it was his birthday, and I asked him out for dinner. So we kind of took turns there, and then nice little trip down memory lane. What is your wedding date? Well, we've decided to get married 2 years after the date that we got engaged, so that for us just gives us time to sort out whatever we want. But you know, we're so glad we didn't book a wedding for this year, because we would be so screwed. We've decided that we want to get married overseas, and that definitely would not be happening this year. So hopefully, all going well, we'll be getting married next year in May. When do you guys want to buy a house? Do you have any plan in regards to this at the moment? I'll let you answer that one.
Yeah, I guess we're just trying to get through everything at the moment and focus on, I guess, coming out of COVID-19. Well, you know, obviously the economy's taken a massive hit and stuff like that, so don't really have any plans on buying a house anytime soon at all.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both describe your ultimate date. I'm just going to describe our favourite date, or my favourite date with you. I would say, because like, obviously any date with Ross is the best date. But no, I would say that my favourite date, obviously all of them, but a highlight for me would be when we were in Hawaii last year. We were celebrating like the engagement and stuff, and we had a really nice night. It's actually in one of our old vlogs. We went to the Prince Waikiki, and we had the most amazing dinner. We had the sunset, we had cocktails in the pool. It was like such a cool night. That's one of my highlighted dates, I'd say. Do you have any dream date?
Also like that one, but probably, I'm going to class this as a date, but when we went to Chicago last year, we went to the Bulls game and got upgraded courtside for a sports guy. That's probably
yes, that's definitely a date. Yeah,
you want to class that as
I would say that's a good date. Yeah. I talk about like watching the sunset, and I was like, well, we went to the NBA. Did the proposal take you by surprise? I was shocked. I had no idea. So we were going out for a little hike in Hawaii, and then we found this really quiet place, and Ross just completely surprised me. I won't go into too many details, because we do like keep you know, our relationship quite private, so doing this is very different for us, but it's pretty cool just to share a little bit of it with you. What do you think the 3 most important things for a relationship to work are?
Communication,
I was gonna say.
honesty,
Yeah.
and that you love each other.
Yeah, I was going to say communication is a big one. I think being able to talk about your feelings and everything else has been like a big thing for Ross and I. And yeah, we're really good at communicating now. Definitely that you care about each other, support each other's goals and dreams. And what was the other one you said?
Honesty.
Yeah. How much of your convo is food and workout related? Every conversation. No, a lot of that. I would say, like, you know, our passions are in food and working out, which is very different now that we're home, you know, doing home workouts and things and not going to the gym. But yeah, a lot of it is about that, or like goals, dreams, business stuff. Yeah, pretty much a lot of it though. We do love food and exercising. Describe your partner with 3 words.
I'd say driven, giving, and hardworking.
Oh, that's
It's
really
kind of the same as driven, but
yeah,
different.
but yeah, same, but different.
Yeah.
I would say I really put us on the spot. Supportive. Is this a word? Like family orientated? I'm gonna count that as a word. Like loves is, yeah, that's fair enough, eh? Loves his family, so supportive of everything. There's so many words I could describe you in. I want to say hardworking as well, because you are really hardworking, and also consistent. Hardworking and consistent. I could describe you in so many words. But yeah, just I could go into so much detail on that, but we'll keep that nice and short, but the best. Did you ever break up and get back together before this point?
No.
I think that's a real common thing for relationships these days. People are like breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, and thankfully we've not had that. We've just done so many cool trips together, and I feel like once you've traveled together, you really get a tune for whether or not you're going to last, because traveling's just such a hard thing to do together. What is the biggest way you support each other's health goals? That's an interesting question. I guess we like cook for each other if we need to. If I'm really busy with work, Ross will sometimes like cook meals based on my macros. But otherwise, like we're both just so fixated on our own goals, we don't really need to do much to support each other. If anything, it's Ross that has to support me. He's, like I said on the 3 words, he's so consistent with training, nutrition. It's really him that supports me most, especially when it comes to comp prep. Like I just need someone that's there to give me the real talk, cook for me when I'm really like hungry and don't feel like cooking, and just, yeah, definitely he supports me more so on that aspect. What is something that the other person does that bothers you? I'm going to throw it out there and say that I know that I do certain things that would bother Ross, like my indecisiveness and snappiness at times. So no surprises there, but yeah, is there anything? I can guess that this is a tough one, but anyway, Ross, go for it. And snoring.
Probably just that indecisiveness sometimes at restaurants. Like, she'll be out there and she'll order something, and we've ordered it, and the waitress will go away, and I'll be waiting for our food, and then she'll decide that she wants something else and go hunt down the waitress.
It's so embarrassing. I will literally do that. It's so bad. Like, I will hunt the waitress down and ask if it's too late to change my order.
Yeah.
But I'm working on that.
And one other thing in restaurants, like I'm definitely someone who hates complaining. Like, I just hate complaining.
He's so good.
But if something's wrong with like a meal or something like that, like I would never ever be mortified by saying anything. But and Julie's, you know, always keen to speak her mind and stuff.
But I don't.
You don't. No,
I don't. But I like would love to.
Yeah.
But I don't for him. You know, relationships are all about compromise, and I'm willing to never complain at a restaurant again if it keeps him happy. And I guess, so my flip side, I guess what's something that bothers you would be the flip side of that. It's that, like, I'm so for, you know, if something's not quite right, I want to say something, but Ross is so calm and so good. Like, I guess this is a case of like yin and yang, where two people are different, but you complement each other. We tone each other down, like, or, you know, I want to say that Ross might not want to, and we sometimes find that compromise, and that's how we work so well together, I guess. And like, yeah, I learn a lot from Ross. I'm learning, but that'll probably be it, really. And you know, sometimes I might snore a little, and I understand that that's not ideal. What are your differences? I think there's a few just key differences like that, but we mellow each other out. Like, I'm a very loud person sometimes, and Ross is like less loud sometimes.
Yes,
so
definitely a lot more chill.
A lot. Definitely a lot more chill. Definitely. How old is Ross, and when does he want to have kids?
I'm 31, and we're in agreement that I don't know, like, kids aren't already on the cards anytime soon. I think one day I'd probably like some, but it's definitely not on the cards anytime soon.
And following on from that, I'm 26, so we've got, like, when we met I was 20. We've got a good kind of age gap between us, and similar goals in terms of where we see like ourselves together and moving forward in terms of a house and things like that. But kids are like, everyone seems to know, like, when you get engaged, when you're getting married, once you get married, I guess it's when you're buying a house, when you're having kids. And I'm in no rush to have a kid. No rush. And when we do, it'll be like when the time is right and really planned, and just making sure that we're like financially stable, have a house, and we feel, you know, ready to have that first kid. Boy or girl?
Boy.
I think same. I feel like girls would be really hard work. That wraps up all the questions that we had. Thank you guys for tuning in and for asking the questions as well. If you want more kind of Q&A videos or videos with Ross and I, we do have some fun ideas that we want to try during lockdown. Like, honestly, what else is there to do? Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, drop any questions below if you have any other questions to ask, but we'll see you on the next one.